Salt Lake City, where the mighty Utah student section is ready to turn this place into a cauldron of noise. Rice-Eccles Stadium, home to the Utah Utes. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Baylor Bears taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Utes will put total leather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone, it's Reese. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Baylor Bears offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Bears line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Fair catch was called for, but there is a flag on the play, and we'll have to sort it out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defensive end understanding football? Understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
Back to throw, it's Finn. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Here's the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field. We might have to do this one again. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up. Wear the offense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Buying some time. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Baldwin. At the 20, he's got space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bears! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So the Utah Utes offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll try the run. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Bernard. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up third and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
And the Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Cameron. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And the Bears will punt this one away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice game.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They move the tight end all over. They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking for a man. It's Rising. He finds his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
The the Bears in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Finn. He's got his man. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Baldwin. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He'll just keep slinging it. And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that lead grows even bigger. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Bernard. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. It's a draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Utes will call on their punt team. And the ball comes to rest right there. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful. And had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Line gets set. First down. Leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're scrawl. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Smashes through the tackle. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back into play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Power football with the run. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end can be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
And the Utes have their offense in high gear. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Movement here from the tight end. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Utes! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo.
Offense gets set for second down. The give to the back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Grab near the marker. It's Presley. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking downfield, it's Finn. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Utah! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. On the ground, it's Richardson. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On second down, looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Keeps looking downfield. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
The Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the Bears are in the hurry-up. From the gun, give on the inside. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
Small game, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Finn. Got his man in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly outfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Hands it off. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Looking for space. It's Bernard. Still running at the 40. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that is just an attitude run. Running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give from the gun. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Looking to throw, it's rising. Got his man quickly. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
The Utes are marching down the field. Here's the handoff. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
On the run, it's Glover. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's rising. He's got it on the run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
And the Utes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Utes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So it's an 80-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Smacks him with the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Finn. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
The Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Gonna run it. It's Richardson.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Presley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a win.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. It's Richardson. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on fourth down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Richardson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The aerial assault continues. And he's got it! Touchdown, Baylor!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He gets a block. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utah! He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Not much coaches love more than finding points on special teams, and that 94-yard touchdown return gave it to them. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Off the play fake. Snagged on the outside. It's Hawkins.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Back to pass. It's Finn. Throwing right. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. But put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
On second down, he's looking downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But, man, just a mishap, a little overthrown.
Catch in the middle. It's Keefe. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. The quick out. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting points on the board before the break. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. And the try is no good. Oh, there is laundry on the deck, and it might be a reprieve for this kicker. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Salt Lake City. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of of guys can hit the hole, this kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the fellows at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
And the Bears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling the coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Using his legs, it's Bernard. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. And the Utes get enough to move the chains.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
The Utes are moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Now this defense could really use a stop on third down as the offense has had its way. Dropping back, it's rising. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
He'll do it himself. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the...
Touchdown, Utes! And the route is on.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking for a crease. It's Richardson. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Moves away as he feels pressure. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. You use the play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't, and it was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one. They got dudes beating some blocks, lots of speed in the front of that defense. You saw it on that play.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Using the quick game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got some of the work done on 1st down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Finn. Gets it out fast. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
That completion leaves us with 2nd and medium. They'll run play action. He's got an open man. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways. Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. Guess what? This game is far from over.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Looking for a man. It's rising. Spits it out to the back. Got his man. And continues to fight for yards. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He'll try the left side. Quick step and go. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They'll give it to him again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Utah! And the beatdown has ensued.
And he's in for his third rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They try to pop a run on the draw. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Looking to pass. It's Finn. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Richardson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Jackson. And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Using his legs, it's Bernard. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
No surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
This offense is really going to try to keep the defense on their heels in the run game by doing it with different guys. It'll be running backs, it'll be quarterbacks. They may even try to get receivers involved in the jet sweep game, reverse game as well. But a nice play there.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
The best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. To the air, it's Finn. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He's got it. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And the Bears will have it 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Richardson. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
The Bears are on the move. They'll go to the ground. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Finn. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
And the Bears have it with a 1st and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Baylor! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. From the gun. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Complete to the left. Oh, look out, there he goes. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The back goes in motion. To throw, it's rising. Going for 6. And it's caught! Touchdown, Utes!
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the grab, it's Baldwin. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Bears moving quickly to the line. Handoff from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Finn. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man! And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Man, he just continues to be on fire at the quarterback spot, continues to chew up yards over 100, over 200, over 300. Now we're over 450. Have yourself a day, young man.
And the Bears are rolling down the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Can't get him to the ground.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low but down, thick and compact, but fast and shifty, and they're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The play-action fake. Forced out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Bears getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Richardson.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
And the Bears are threatening in the red zone. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Looking for room. It's Bernard. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Offense facing 4th down.
And the Utes will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hawkins.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. To the air. It's Finn. They've got the screen set up. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Right on target with that last pass. Now it's 2nd and looking to throw. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
It's so important in football that wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page. They're understanding where I got to get the first down. Great job understanding where that marker was. Great execution, first down.
The Bears are moving quickly down the field. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On second down, wants to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it set up on the outside. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Throws to the wideout. The completion well past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen two big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
And the Bears want to move quickly. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Now on second down after the incompletion. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on third and long. Looking to throw, it's Finn. He's got his man.
And, you know, if you're the receiver there, you just want to know where the sticks are. Maybe extend your route a little bit more so that you know you get the first down after making the catch. Fourth and short now. Let's see what they do.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bears!
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with the score.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And it's perfect. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? They'll run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Splits the uprights. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Scanning the field. It's Finn. The throw to the outside is complete.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
offense in a bunch formation. On second down, they'll take to the air. Pressure coming. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Feeling some heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.